Have you ever noticed how in the thickest fogs that we find either driving or walking, that the most important thing isn't where you're going, but whether you're still standing? And sometimes the moment doesn't give you answers. It just leaves a marker and asks if you're still upright. And tonight, a number flashed on my phone, and it wasn't a sign, but it was a reminder that I'm still here, and I'll explain that in a minute. So, when everything feels uncertain, the mind looks for something, anything to steady itself. And the captain's log with visibility low, bearings unclear, but the structure still holds. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. And the captain's log for tonight, Saturday night, it's the 17th of January, 2026, is holding the line, or better, I renamed that because I thought I've used that one before. So I came up with a little better one, which is a marker in the fog. Staying with our nautical terminology. So let's get into this tonight. Captain's log, a marker in the fog. And there are moments that don't arrive as answers for us on anything. You've noticed that in your own life. I've got a friend out there who just became the caretaker of her mother. That was not what she expected she would be doing, but she's now doing that as of today. She didn't expect that to come, and she's already overburdened with it. So it's kind of a caretaking she's undergoing that is leading up, she thinks, not too long in the distant future, the death of her mother. So there are moments that don't arrive as answers. Something like that, your relationship, your job, whatever it might be. They don't come with instructions or reassurances of any kind. They simply surface. They're quiet, almost incidental, and yet they land with weight. And tonight, in the midst of all my things that are going on, and you know them all, a number appeared on my phone. And we've talked about this before. I was in the middle of typing something about it, about incidents and things that have been going on. And I looked at my phone and it was 4:44. Now, this is that whole time prompt numbers thing that happens. And I know people like Marie D. Jones and Larry Flaxman, they co-authored a book on the time prompt. I can't remember the title of it, but on the time prompt, the 1212, the 1111, the 444, and so on. And I will say this, that the first time I experienced the 444, that I noticed it, was about 20 years ago. Rainey and I were sleeping in bed, and in the middle of the night, my big, heavy, thick, suede on one side, pile lining on the other side, faux sheepskin, got pulled off of us. California king-size comforter. The thing weighed a ton. Just yanked off of us, and I sat up in my sleep, and I grabbed it at my feet, pulled it back up, and upside down I'm laying, and I saw the clock. It said 4:44 in the morning. And somebody told me back then that 4 was the number of angels. And when it's tripled, it has more significance. So I saw the 444 repeatedly over the last few months. And I went and did some research to find out what it means. And I saw it again tonight, right in the middle of talking about my position on things, where I stand, how I hold and carry myself. And I looked it over at my phone, and there was the 444. It's a time prompt that's sent at a certain time, not because I was looking for it, and not because I needed some sort of sign. It just showed up at the right moment, at the very moment. And what mattered wasn't the number itself, but what my mind did with that number. And when we're under grief, the mind looks for structure, the way the body looks for oxygen. It scans the environment for patterns, not to predict the future, but to stabilize the present. This is how you can take it all down out of the numerological, astronomical realm and bring it into the scientific, that the body, just like Jung and his take on the tarot, Jungian tarot, says that your brain looks for patterns and symbols become handholds, markers in the fog, if you will, that say you're still here. And the number 4 has always been about foundation, corners, posts driven into the ground, and seeing it repeated wasn't a message about what will happen next. It was a quiet confirmation, psychically, intuitively, spiritually, scientifically, mind over matter, of what is happening now. And that 444 basically said in 4 words, I am still standing. And it's not because things are resolved. It's not because certainty of any kind is returned, but because I've not collapsed inward or scattered outward. That doesn't mean I don't have a hole in my chest. It doesn't mean I don't grieve. It doesn't mean I don't have things that bother. I look at my friend taking care of her mother. It doesn't mean we're not overwhelmed and we're not feeling overtaken. But this is what endurance looks like when it isn't dramatic. It doesn't roar. It doesn't conquer. It simply refuses to abandon its center. And grief wants movement, any kind of movement. Trust me on that. It wants answers. It wants reassurances, explanations, outcomes. I even had a friend of mine, Wendy, who hooked me up with getting my chart, my astronomical chart read. And it reads your personalities. And the thing was so incredibly spot on, I couldn't believe it, about my personality. But tonight is not asking for action of any kind. It's asking for steadiness. And the reason I bring up that astronomical chart was it said, this is the kind of person I am. I want answers. I want reassurances. I want explanations. I want outcomes. Then I want to debate them. But this is all about steadiness. My mind, in its own quiet way, marked the moment. And it's not to create meaning out of thin air, but to regulate itself under the strain, the internal nervous system, mental, emotional strain. To say, the structure is still intact. The floor hasn't given way. And there's something deeply human and deeply dignified about that. Holding the line, looking for the markers in the fog, don't mean suppressing feeling. It means containing it without letting it govern us and decide everything for us. It means loving without reaching. It means standing without posturing. It means remaining open without bleeding out. Tonight, I don't need clarity. I don't need promises. I don't need endings or beginnings. I need only this: to stay upright, to breathe, to let moment pass by moment without assigning it a destiny. That is not nothing. And For you too, that is strength in its quietest, most durable form. The word is given on this. I have some affirmations. I allow my mind to seek stability without turning symbols into demands. I can notice meaning without needing to promise an outcome, without needing it to promise an outcome. I remain grounded even when certainty is unavailable. My steadiness is real, even when nothing is resolved. And I trust my ability to endure this moment without abandoning myself. Here's a benediction for us. May you rest tonight without searching for signs. May your mind loosen its grip and your body remember its footing. May what is solid within you remain solid, quietly, faithfully. And may you know this truth as you sleep. You did not need answers to be able to stand. You were enough without them. So, folks, stay the course. All right. For those of you who want to stick around, come on over to the YouTube channel if you're not there already, where folks have been gathering, and we'll have some conversation over there. You can call into the show through a link I'll give you there, or you can just sit back and enjoy what we all talk about. So to my Instagram friends, I'm going to end this now. Come on over, if you'd like, to the YouTube channel. If you don't know where it is, just go to my Facebook page and click on the link that's right there on the main top post, and you can join the conversation. I'd love to have you there. I see Scott Walter over there in the Instagram chat room and a couple of other people. So we're ending the Instagram version of this now. Come on over to the YouTube channel and check us out. And if you don't see the link, just go to YouTube, look for Scotty Roberts. And when you get to my page, it'll be playing already. So good night, Instagram. Thanks for being here. All right, I've sent Instagram toddling off along on its way. And now it's just us over here. And I was running so fast I didn't grab my cap. So you get my bald head tonight. Wait, there it is. Put my cap back on. There. So I don't blind you all. And my head's cold. I didn't have a whole lot of hair up there. That's why I shaved it. And once I shaved it, I realized the hair I had kept my head warm. Isn't that crazy? So we're all cozy in the captain's cabin. I'm going to give you guys a link. So if you want to call into the show, which I know you all will, so you can talk here tonight. Right there, posted into the comments section. And call in. You can call in. Some nights we have so many people. Remember the old captain's cabin? We'd have 12 people. Well, 10. You can only fit 10 live at one time. We'd have 10 of you in here. And so don't be bashful. Don't be afraid. Or as Kenny, those of you who know Kenny Ballas, you don't be afeared now. So come on in. Hey, Hawk, good to see you. Josh Kemp, nice to see you over there. Field Guy, good to see you. Michelle Canham, Freedom is in the chat room. Rapid Dog is here. What'd you say? Field Guy, YouTube is that pipe that comes off the taps in the sink. Yeah, pretty much. So Barbie D is here. Good to see you, Barbie. Who else we got? Oh, Field Guy. We mentioned him already. Just scrolling back through. Johan Dancing Gypsy is here in the chat room. Who else we got? Rocky Stucci. Stucci Media is here. Good to see you, Rocky. Joshua Kemp. Who else we got? Want to make sure I'm just not doubling up on you to make it sound like I have more people than we really have. Rendell Flagg is here. Hawk said, what are we talking about? We already talked about it, Hawk. You must have caught it because I'm scrolling way back now just to see who all is in here. Tracy Sparks is here. Stuart Foley, Captain Stuart Foley of Trek Yards over on YouTube. If you have not checked him out yet, go check out Trek Yards. And Stuart, you should call in, Stuart, if you can. Call into that link I sent. Let's put you on. I want you to talk about Trek Yards a little bit. Get everybody warmed up to what that is all about. You got anybody else here? Roger is here. Good to see you, Roger. And yeah, this is for you, Carla, if you're listening. Caretaking is not for the faint of heart. It'll break you easily if you're not grounded in the right place. Ain't that the truth? Not because I have experientially had to caretake anybody, but I've been caretaken in the last year. And I know lots of people who have caretaken people. So, a buoy in the bewilderment, says Michelle Canham Free. So there you go. Welcome to everybody that's here. Still more people coming in. Good to have you here tonight. And I will post that link one more time because I know you're all clamoring to get in here and share your piece. Say your piece. Give your 2 cents worth. And there it is. All right. So who's the first one? Who wants to talk? Who wants to come in? Otherwise, you're just listening to me for another hour. Well, we got Josh Kemp. Come on in, Josh. How you doing, Josh?
Doing well.
Right on. What's going on? What's shaking?
Everything. It's cold down here.
Cold, I know.
I know it's cold up there.
Yeah. So what's new? What's on your mind tonight?
Shit. I'm trying to figure out the path forward. I'll put it that way. So
you're trying to figure out what?
The path forward.
Oh, the path forward. You know, if you're listening to these captain's logs, you'll find out the path forward isn't always evident.
Yeah.
It's where you are in the moment. What am I supposed to do now? Do you think all along the way with all of this crap I've had over the last year that I saw the path forward clearly? No. It's all about where I put my brain and my mind. It's where I say, I don't know the path forward. All I know is that I have to have this presence in myself or it will bury me. And that's so, I'm going to tell you, that's so fucking easy to hear somebody else say and so fucking hard to do. It's like when people tell you, just let go and let God. And I'm like, you know, that's great that you tell me that. But how do I let go of something that's inside of me? And so
that's almost what I wanted to say. That my therapist the other day, I was like, yeah, it's easy for you to say that, but you ain't living it.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. And then we get all this input from everybody around us. I have seen, and I mentioned this in a captain's log the other day, we got people all around us that say, Josh, I know what you should be doing. Listen to me now. Here's what you got to do. And they give you advice. And then somebody over here says the same thing with different advice. Then they have different advice. Sometimes you have whole echo chambers that are all telling you the same thing. not you, but I've heard, you go, girl, you find your freedom and do this and that. And they're echo chambers, and they're so free to say those kinds of things. You know why? Because they don't have to live your consequences.
Yep.
And so those are the people where you say, you know what? As strong as that person is telling me to do something, you should do this now, Scotty. And I'm like, well, no, I shouldn't. If the bad, they'll give bad advice sometimes good advice. I have to weigh it out. It's like, and I brought this up before, it's like Solomon said in the book of Proverbs. He says, the wise man, or meaning in context today, the wise person will listen to a multitude of counselors, and then he has to make his decision. So it's kind of like the king being you, or the king represented by any man or woman here, has all his counselors come in. Well, king, here's what I believe we should do. Oh, king, no, I think this is the better path to take. And he listens to it all. He has a multitude of counselors. And then he'll say, all right, thank you, everybody. I'm done. Clear the room. I have decisions to make. And then he applies what is true, what is honest, and what is wisdom. And so that's where you go with this. And none of that. I want things to be solid. If I ask for an answer, if I ask to God or the universe or whoever, give me an answer. What am I supposed to do next? And then you sit back and you're like, okay, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that answer.
Exactly.
And it doesn't come. What the hell are you supposed to do? You have to turn inward. And you have to say, this is the course I must take, even though I have no fucking clue if it is going to bring the answer or the result I want. All I know is I have to do.
That's what I was just about to say. Hell, my head's been spinning for 2 weeks, and
I know that feeling.
I'll knock on wood. And my old boss, man, if I know she can't kick me out of this house, but when and if that ever comes to the point, but he's done said that he would let me live with him for as long as I needed to. So I know I got a place to go. So
yeah. Well, you mean as far as moving?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I faced that too in my situation.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I was disabled. I suddenly became part of the disabled community. I was the one that I felt from my end was being wronged. And yet I was the one that was asked to move. And it made me bristle. I thought, why do I have to move? And so on. Those are the questions. I'm not here to cast aspersions on anybody or make anybody look bad. These are the things humans do. And then we're left. The other side of that equation, she has to do the same thing I'm doing.
Yeah.
Has to figure out what is true, what is honest, what is wisdom. All of us in all our given situations. I'm just using mine as an example, as a springboard to talk about these things and how we act. What are we supposed to do with ourselves when those things happen?
I'm not as disabled as you, but I mean, I have epilepsy and psoriatic arthritis, and
mine was I couldn't carry boxes upstairs.
Yours is a hell of a lot worse than mine. So
and mine is not. And there are people. I was just saying to somebody today, I said, you know, all of the things that I am grappling with emotionally, physically, the leg, the marriage, all of that stuff, we all have stuff like that. And you know what? There's hell of a lot of people that are a hell of a lot worse off than I am, because look at me. I can already walk. I'm getting used to the prosthetic. It's working well. I still have other questions that are huge questions in my life that I'm grappling with. And for me, the only thing I can do to find peace, and it did not come overnight, Josh, it took a long time to get here, is that centering on where I am supposed to be and how I am supposed to act. Because I can take one of many paths, or if you boil it down, one of two paths. I can act to preserve myself and grow, or I can act to grovel and beg and try to be something different, the other side of that. And doing that does not grow me. It does not make situations any better. Grieving over my leg doesn't regrow it. So what do you have to do?
Go down the anger side, or
right.
or focus on yourself. So
the best thing I could encourage you to do, Josh, is what I have to do, and we all have to do. We have to go inward and say, these are the things that will not take me down. Because no matter what my desire is over here, no matter what my wishes are over here, no matter what I would wish would be the result of things, I have no guarantee ever that anything like those will ever happen. All I have is a guarantee that either I live through this or I don't. And so I have to determine what is best for me. And that sounds selfish. I'm not talking selfishness. I am talking about maintaining dignity, maintaining integrity. Who am I? And Josh, you can do exactly what I have to do. And sometimes there's a little bit of bravado in it. I admit that. But there are days I stand up and I say, I am whole. I am still standing. And it doesn't matter what you throw at me. It's whether or not I have the ability to stand through it and become myself and become who I am supposed to be. That doesn't end. And the other side of that is, and I'm not talking specifically about my situation here, but you can say nothing and nobody will destroy who I am. I go on because I have things to do and I have to be the right kind of person. And in anything, apply it to any situation that is life altering, and you get the idea.
So, I was going to say you could apply that to any situation. So
sure, you're right, Rapid Dog. No one gets out of here alive. Ain't that right? Straight up spooky. Good to see you. We don't always recognize a situation's truth while we're standing inside of it. Ain't that the truth? I think I know who you are with that moniker, because I recognize the animated looking character. If you're the person I think you are.
I think I know who it is too. How you doing, Spooky?
I don't know who that is off the top of my head. So surrender is serenity, says Michelle Cameron.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it's the hardest thing to do because nobody is doing it for us. There's no boxes to check off. There's no things I got to complete this and then that happens. Oh, okay, there we go. It's clear cut. It's black and white. It's not black and white because it's all inside. It's what we do with that.
Well, that takes me back to when I used to have to go to AA meetings and do the serenity prayer. I mean, it's the truth. I mean,
yeah. What else did you learn from that?
Oh, that taught me a heck of a lot. uh, just to look inwards, like you were saying. Look at yourself.
Yeah. I don't have my glasses on. I'm just trying to type in the the call in, and I don't know if I'm hitting the right keys. So, well, Josh, I wish you the best. I wish we all wish we could help each other do stuff.
Oh,
we
I
can't.
know it.
All we can do to help anybody else is encourage them to keep moving.
That's it. Just one
Yeah.
foot in front of another. So,
And
what's it supposed to be up there today? Like 5 degrees tonight.
yeah, something like that. Pardon my cough. I swallowed wrong, of course. And I could hit my mute button, but I don't want to mess with my mic setting. I'm afraid that'll get my mic all wonky. But
Well, it's been good tonight.
it's been good the last 2 nights. And
Yeah.
And right now, ever since this tracheal thing started a year ago, I can't swallow drinks or food or things like that like I used to. Even
Yeah.
now, almost every bite I take of food, I swallow, and I have to have a drink
Get
nearby
choked.
just in case it gets a little lodged up in there.
Yeah.
And so I still have to have work done on it, and I've just avoided getting it done because I'm at a status quo. It's not
Yeah.
getting worse, but it's not going to get any better than this now. I still have to go in, and they still have to go in and literally scrape scar tissue out of my throat. They lay your head back, and they use a rigid rod that they shove down into your trachea, and they scrape all that scar
Scrape it.
tissue off. And they said they can do that one more time to try to finish the job, which was supposed to happen before the first leg surgery back in April. And they overlapped each other, so it got canceled. But to get that done now, they said if that doesn't take and it doesn't resolve itself, then they have to cut you all open, cut out your
Yeah,
trachea, reconstruct
do a
your
trach.
trachea. I don't want to
Yeah.
go. I don't want to do that. I'd rather live like this for the rest of my life than have them cut open my throat and rebuild it surgically. So there's that. And that's all because somebody pulled a tube out of my throat, extubated me incorrectly back the day after
I
Christmas.
was going to say you yanked it out too much or pushed the tube in too
Yep.
quick.
And so something happened in there. Johan said she knows somebody who had that done. Yeah, I probably have too. There was somebody I knew that had a surgery and she had big scars all over her throat. And this is 40 years ago. She was in her 20s.
They cut you like this, like right down
Yep.
here.
Yep.
I've,
So that was my
I-
son Sam calling me. So
I've known people that said that done, and it's not pretty. So
right. Well, Josh, you keep working at it. If you need
I
anything,
will.
let me know. If I can be encouragement to you.
I'll do it. And you take care. And
You too, brother. Thanks for
All right,
calling in.
all right, brother.
All right. We'll see you later. All right, folks. My voice sounds good enough, says Rapid Dog. It comes and goes. I first got on the mic tonight, and my voice felt like it was a little hazy and high, and I had no resonance. And then I can put on the affectatious radio voice like this, but then I sound stupid. I sound like Ted Baxter, And if you don't know who he is, look up Ted Baxter from the Mary Tyler Moore Show in the 70s. So, what's Michelle Cannon-Free says? Scotty, in Dubai, people with so-called disabilities are respectfully and deferentially referred to as people of determination. So there it is. I saw you told me that not long ago. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. You have to determine what you're going to be. So, all right. Anybody else? Look at this. You're all sitting over there in the chat room. You all know what the code is to get in here. Call up. I just saw that in the back of the can. Threw that on. I went outside for a little bit and I couldn't find my stocking cap. So I threw this on instead just to keep my head warm. And doesn't do much for my ears. But this is my Penman. It's a, I'll show you. And I've shown you this before. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-point crown. And people go, oh, that's your Indiana Jones hat. No, it's not really. It's just got the color and it's a fedora, and people think that. Indiana Jones has the single furrow, which is, like that goes down the middle of the top of the hat. There's the big difference. And there's slight differences of other kinds. And this hat is what they call, it might look a little yellowy on your screen. The color is called whiskey. And so it's not brown, it's not tan, it's this whiskey colored, and it's faded a little bit in the sun, the color. Fade is the wrong word. That sounds like a negative. It's not a fade, it's the sun's breaking in the color. And so I've had this hat for maybe 10 years. John Penman made this hat for me and sent it to me. And it was after I had the heart attack and the heart surgery, the open heart surgery. And he sent me this hat. And so that was almost 10 years ago. That was 2017, February of 2017. So it was 9 years ago. So, and he said the ribbon on this, the bow and the ribbon, are vintage. At the time he made this hat, he said these are about 70 years old, the ribbon on this hat and the bow, and with antique vintage ribbon that he put on this hat. And he's got this has been worn a bit, so it gets a little bit. He's got that nice satin liner in here with his logo is in the bottom of that. I know Jason, who I have not seen since we started the new incarnation of the Captain's Cabin. But Jason would come in all the time and talk with us. And Jason started a little hat company of his own. And he made a fedora for me. It's in the other room. And it's like this one. It's a little stiffer than this one. Because he asked, do you want it soft like this or do you want it stiff? And I said, make it stiffer. And so it's a little stiff. I might loosen it up a bit because it's a little too stiff. And here, I know I've shown hats before on this show in the past. Let me go get that one. I'll show you the one Jason made. And I'm all the way over here. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I'll grab this one. All right. So this one is basically, this is the Indiana Jones fedora that Jason made for me. And his company is the Marauder Hat Company. I made that logo for him. And so he made this hat for me. This is all hand stitched. And it's the improper way to take off a hat. So you'll see the difference. Now, this is the Indiana Jones style. You can see the furrow as opposed to the points. So this one is a little stiffer than that hat. So you can see that's the Indiana Jones fedora. And I wanted him to bash it with the sides up a little bit and down in the front. And so it's all bashed in place like this, and it's got a lot of stiffener in it. So I could get that loosened up if I want to. But this is the hat that Jason made for me. And Jason, if you're out there listening, come on in and talk, brother. Wearing your hat. So, at least for now. So, anyway, that's that one. And so that's a nice hat. I love that. And these hats, they're not cheap. You can get your cheap, well, sit on there now. You can get your cheap store knockoffs on the internet for $39.99. You can get your Indiana Jones fedora. It's really not. A hat like this that John Penman made for me, and we've talked about this in the past, this hat's probably about a $600 hat. And you go, whoa, $600 for a hat for your head? Oh, yeah. I know, guys, I've got 4 different fedoras made by John Penman. And my first one was the gray one. That was the Casablanca. It was the replica of the fedora worn by Humphrey Bogart in the movie Casablanca. And you've seen me in that many times. The gray hat with the black ribbon on it. So, anyway. Sam. Oh, Sam, there's my son, Sam. Sam, call in. I'm posting the link. Call in, brother. Brother, son, uncle, cousin. Call in. And Sam's got the gray Penman. So, do you have the one that's got the hole worn in the crown? Or do you have the other gray Penman? So Penman made the full Casablanca, and then he made one that was, he called them his everyman hat. And he made them kind of pre-made. And so they cost a little bit less. Cousin it. That's, I picked that up from, if any of you ever saw the show, well worth watching if you have not seen it, Reservation Dogs. It's about a bunch of teenagers living on the reservation, current day, in Oklahoma, I think is where it is. And all the things they go through. And the one character, and it's a dark comedy, this series. But it's got very serious moments, too. And the one kid has a spirit guide that appears to him. And look up William Longknife. Is that his name? I can't think of the... but he that's his name, the character's name. And he's Native American. He says, yeah, he died in the Battle of the Little Bighorn. He says, my stupid horse here stepped in a gopher hole. He says, and rolled over. He says, and crushed me. And he says, so now I'm supposed to be, your spirit guide. And so on. He comes and he's very, if you've never seen the series, you've got to go look it up. It was a Hulu series. I think it ran 3 seasons, but called Reservation Dogs. And one of the best comic bits in that show was the Native American spirit guide to this kid. And he shows up and he's just irreverent and very comical, but delivers good messages to this kid. So Michelle says, spirit guides surround me. Supposedly they... Sam, all you got to do is take that link. Here, I'll post it one more time in the bottom. Take that link, go to that link in your browser, and it'll bring you right into my chat room or my studio window here. So, William Longknife, what the heck is his name? I got to find it for you. This card. Let me search for him and see if I can find him. William. Need my glasses. Let's see. William Shatner. Oh, is this him? This might be him. William Knifehand. He's got it listed as, because his name was like Long Knife or something in the series. But William Knifehand, or this could be somebody else showing his videos. But yeah, I wish I could show you this stuff without breaking copyright. But go look him up. You'll get a good laugh out of his stuff. So Hey, I caught you live, said Lewis Boyce. Good to see you, Lewis. Haven't seen you for a while, brother. How you doing? So we're going to see if Sam will make his way over here. If anybody else wants to join the chat in here, that's what the Captain's Cabin is all about. I'm done presenting tonight. I did the Captain's Log. That lasts about 10 or 15 minutes every day. And then we mind meld over into the Captain's Cabin. So it's good to have you here. And by the way, Carla, I saw you come in. I mentioned you earlier tonight in the Captain's Log. So you might have to look it up. Send me the link in a personal message. I can't see it on the main comments section. Sam, I will send this over to your... I have to send it to your messenger. Let's find you here. Samuel Roberts. Here's the link, buddy. Just click on this link and it'll bring you into the studio. And I'll see you down here. So, and I'll bring you in live. Lewis says, good to see you. I'm hanging in there. Well, good thing, brother. I'm glad you're here. So it's nice to have you. So it's easy to catch me live, just 9 o'clock every night. I said I probably wasn't going to do a Saturday or Sunday show, and here I am. It's Saturday night, and I'm doing this. You know why? Because my life is so exciting. And I've got nothing else to do. There's Sam. You ready, Sam? Here we go. I'm bringing you in. Shebang.
There we go.
There we go. There's my son, Sam.
I couldn't see the link in the comments. I can only see 4 or 5.
Oh, you're over. I think you were over in Facebook, and they don't always show up over there.
There
You got to be in the YouTube channel to see all the links. So
this is the gray Penman of yours I still have.
Oh yeah, that's the last fedora I got from John Penman. I always wore it with the front flipped up a little bit. I turned it up kind of like that.
I was making a joke to Octavia that I still wear all my fedoras the way that you taught me that first time when you got that first one, is you always push the sides up.
I always do this. I push the sides up, and I run my hand, and I bring the brim down a little bit and smooth it out. So there is my...
how I've always worn this one. I know it's supposed to be worn up, but I like the...
No, it's not supposed to be. You don't have to. It's got like a, what do they call those? A pork pot or something hat. And that hat, folks, that one basic, you've seen me wear it before. I don't turn it up like this. It's just, instead of bringing the brim down,
I
let the brim sit up, kind of like this all the way around. And pork pie hat. It's called pork pie. So yes, etiquette. And do you know the proper way, and Sam knows this, the proper way to take a hat on and off is not like this. It's like this. You take it off there, and you put it on there. And you bring it down, you position it. I always cock mine off a little bit. I raise the bow side up on the left, just a little bit. And that's the way I wear my hat. And do you know my original fedora, my gray Casablanca, it's got a little hole right here. It's because I pinched it like this for several years, not taking my hat on and off the right way. So hello from Las Vegas. I will live forever. Good to see you, Las Vegas. So do I know you? I don't know. Good to see you, brother. Glad you joined us. This is, for any newcomers, this is not the official show. We've already done that. This is the after show, the Captain's Cabin, where you can call in and we can talk about whatever you want. Oh, I do know you. I'm trying to tell by your face if I know who you are. I will live forever. I got to put on my glasses. I'm squinting. I'm an old man, I am not recognizing
the fedora makes it obvious.
I know you through Michael.
I say that as I'm wearing one.
Yes.
See, and I was gonna say,
Michael?
I break break that rule. The don't grab it here, but I always kind of grab it like that.
Yeah, I can do that too. I grab it a bit sometimes on the side if I want to get it off fast. But the proper way, that's the way you do it.
Proper hat etiquette.
And of course, I do that. That's my own personal thing. So when I smooth out the brim. So, Michael Brewer. Why? That is not your. I know you through Michael Brewer. Did he introduce us? And there is Tim Dennis, Dr. Tim Dennis. I'm sorry, this is Darkness Radio Tim. And I just put up a post link, folks, over on my Facebook. Tim interviewed me the other day, and it aired yesterday, I want to say. And I put up a link. And if you want to go see that interview, it's a couple of hours of me again. All of those of you who watch my show every night, it's 2 more hours of me. So if you want to see it, it was a good interview. And thank you. Spooky, he says. Are we spooky? Are you talking to Spooky who's here? Straight up Spooky. And I think I know who Straight Up Spooky is. I said earlier. And Tim is in the chat. And so welcome. Samuel looks Amish. That's just the way he's in the picture. So
hey, it's that, or I've been called the leprechaun.
Sam has been called the leprechaun since we started way back when I was working. Remember when I was working in Louisiana? I was doing roofing, and I grabbed Sam on the way down, and he worked with me, stayed in the trailer with me. We worked that job for about 4 months, 5 months, something like that. And we kept doing the Intrepid radio program every night. And then we were there over St. Patty's Day in 2018?
That was 20. I think it was 2020.
Yeah, that's right, because it was right after the COVID had hit.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were down there, and we started doing the
St. Patty's Day.
The St. Patty's Day show. And it's become Sam's and my tradition every year, where we drink to the point of inebriation and sing Irish songs for you and start talking.
No. The whole point of the show is it starts with, we're going to talk about this and we're going to do this.
Oh, yeah.
And then the drinking happens, and then it leads to
Irish
shanties.
Yes.
And everyone loves those shows. Those are wonderful.
That's where my whole point was. That's where you got dubbed the leprechaun because of your red beard. So
I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna find some good Irish whiskey for this year. We're gonna make this year a big bang.
Well, Sam, I do have my bottle of Tullamore Dew back there.
Tullamore
Dew to me is as good as Jameson, though I like Jameson best of all.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I can find something nice.
Yes.
I've been bringing the specialty Glenmorangies lately. The Tale of Winter, the Tale of the Forest, the Tale of Tokyo.
They're all great Glenmorangies. Single malt Highland Scotches are what those are.
They're all special blends, and they're not to ring
and of
my
course,
own bell. They're all very expensive.
One of the other things that happened this year that some of you know about, and I've talked about only a little bit, I have one daughter who is now 14 who became our in-house juvenile delinquent, and she and her friends were stealing scotch from my liquor cabinet. I'm not talking about the cheap stuff. I'm talking, they take $100 bottle of scotch. And there was one brand new one. Somebody brought us 4th of July week, somewhere in there. They were just listeners to the show. And they stopped by, said, hey, we're in town. Can we stop by? Sure. We stopped by. They brought me a bottle of scotch, a bottle of, I believe it was a Glenmorangie, a nice tall bottle. And you look at it and go, wow, that's like a $75 bottle of scotch. And it sat in the tall, skinny bag up on the shelf in the living room. I hadn't put it down with my scotch collection yet, and my young daughter's delinquent friends, they stole that bottle. It had not even been opened, and they opened it. They found it under the bridge in Somerset, which is where all the teenagers hang out, and it was still open. The cops went and found it and brought it back. And he says, I don't think you'll want to drink this, but here it is, because there was no cork in it. There was only about that much missing. So I had to dump that whole bottle of scotch.
Oof. Wow.
So,
That's a sad moment.
yes. Amanda, we've all been there, she
Stop.
says. Naughty girl's dad's alcohol cabinet. Yeah, ain't that the truth? So you know what I had to do? I was told by the county people, I've got to take all the alcohol out of my house. So my daughter wouldn't, and they were like mean about it. You need to remove, why do you even have alcohol in your house when you have a daughter that does this? I said, because
say
I've had alcohol in my house before I was even married and had kids.
They say
Said,
that
that's
as
my
if we
alcohol
don't
cabinet.
live
I've
in
never had to
Wisconsin.
hide my alcohol before. So,
They say that as if we don't live in Wisconsin.
right.
I'm sorry, but this is either the entire United States lies about their alcohol consumption, and
Yeah.
Wisconsin is just honest, or Wisconsin is truly the state capital of alcoholism.
Yeah, you go from little town to little town. It's one thing you'll find in Wisconsin. You'll go through a little town that's a block long, and there's 7 bars.
Yep.
So Rapid Dog says, not to get political, but the Nova Scotia government removed all the American hard liquor from the liquor stores for some reason. They don't have anything to do with, tariffs and the tariff wars and all that going on. I don't know. Oh, yeah, well, take this. And the Canadians, yeah, well, take this. We'll remove all your liquor from our liquor stores. Eh?
Eh?
So, eh? So,
Does that joke make us racist?
and by the way, yes. Hello, Amanda. I don't think I said hi. I put your post up. That's my friend from Down Under. And so what time is it there? If we figured it out the other day, it's got to be about almost 2 in the afternoon tomorrow for us. So
Does she know the
happy-
future?
does she? Yeah, she's from the future. Amanda is the future. Down there in Australia.
I honestly, I feel like it would be a wonderful place to live, except for the bugs.
In Australia?
Yeah.
Amanda, do you have a lot of bugs down there in Australia? Or is that just, now I notice, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
But
Will I am forever.
Isn't Australia,
Yeah.
aren't all the cities like on the coasts? Are there any cities inland, or is that all that great apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic, Mad Max type of terrain through all of Australia, other than the
One
coast
question
where
at
the
a time.
cities are?
One
Okay,
question
she
at a
says-
time.
Yeah, but they're okay. There's snakes in Australia.
Okay, but she put a ... at the end of that.
Yeah, but they're okay. ...
Are you drinking, Dad?
And what?
Are you drinking?
Should I?
Depends
could
on how
be.
long you want this show to go.
We usually go till about 10:30-ish, thereabouts. It all depends when people start dying off and don't want to call in.
That's up to you.
They're done talking.
I'm
One small city where many Americans live is Alice Springs. Is that all now inland in Australia? Alice Springs? Must be. Is it Mardi Gras already, Field Guy, down there in New Orleans? I don't know when Mardi Gras ever happens. Fat Tuesday, all of that. More Americans in Alice Springs than anywhere. Pine Gap is there. I thought I should emigrate and live in Australia. So I thought about it.
the hell.
Oh, it's
you
dead center in Australia.
are. The hell you are. I ain't moving you to Australia.
Yeah. Hey, Sam, carry that box of books, will you?
You and all your.
We're going to Australia, mate. Crikey.
Look, okay, everyone. I told Dad if I ever had to move him again, help him move again, he got one box of books, and that was it. The rest are going in the fire pit in the backyard.
Well, I do have to lessen my load
One
of
box.
books. I got about 2,000 books, something like that. Field guy, good to see you.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Glad you can hear me this time.
I can hear you this time.
Yeah,
So-
StreamYards has been a pain in the butt. Hey, Sam, what's going on?
Yeah, Amanda Berry says, "Do it. It'll be fun as dot dot dot. Fun as shit. Fun as fuck. Fun as all get out."
I didn't hear you.
What city are you in again? You're in. Is that something with the word Queen in it? Queensland, or is Queensland a city, or is that a territory? Bless you, Sam. Did you sneeze?
No.
Oh. So,
You're imagining things.
I am. I am.
That's the best con.
That's right. I've thought about it seriously. Well, not so seriously that I was making plans, Amanda, but I was like, I should just go to Australia. I'll let Sam have all my books. He's already got my liquor cabinet.
No, I don't. It's been passed.
Oh, the liquor cabinet's packed?
Passed.
Passed.
As in it's passed through my body already.
All my alcohol is gone?
You thought it was any safer with me than it was with Rowan? Why did
At
you
least you're
why
of
did you
age.
why did you think the last time I saw you I said, "Dad, I owe you liquor." And you said, "No, son, you don't owe me a thing."
Oh.
Oh.
I was lulled into a
Oh.
I give you alcohol, you give me your knowledge. You carry my books, you get to drink my entire liquor cabinet.
Don't worry. I saved
know.
the best. I
I
saved the
trust
best
you.
stuff. The best
So,
stuff has been saved.
I've
only
got a
drank the
nice
scotch.
here. This is the key for it. The one
I only
cabinet
drink
sitting out
scotch
there.
because I don't
That
drink
is the
gin.
key to my liquor cabinet.
I don't drink gin. I think gin is disgusting.
I like gin. I like Tanqueray. I like Bombay.
If I had a choice between drinking piss and drinking gin, I'd drink piss.
Oh, really?
I think gin is the most disgusting drink ever made.
See, I always like gin and tonics. I like my scotch neat, straight up, no ice. But my blended Irish whiskeys, I like to pour. You use Sprite or 7-Up, and you kind of go half and half. Sprite, 7-Up, or I'm sorry, Sprite or 7-Up, and Irish whiskey, Jameson. Makes it a very sweet. Oh, man. Sorry you're going, Willie. Will live. I will live. I don't even know what your name is. I still am not placing you through Michael for some reason. I don't know why. So good to have you here, though.
Live
Thanks
long and
for being-
prosper.
Live longer. Yeah. Nanu. So good to have you here, man. And so gin, icing, sugar, and lime pop. Yeah, it's about the same thing. That's like
Hey, I respect your opinion to enjoy gin, but personally, it's a
I hear ya.
nasty, nasty drink to me.
Oh, David. Now I know who you are. Hey, David. I'm sorry you have to go now. So, you know who enlightened me to the Jameson and 7-Up, or Sprite, I think we used, was
You've told this
Barry
story.
Fitzgerald. What's that?
I said you've told this story.
Oh,
But continue.
so sawed off. So yeah, he was up here. You all know him from Ghost Hunters International, Irishman, and he said the best way to drink this stuff is mix it with Sprite or 7-Up, and that's where. And I'll tell the story again because I can. That's where John Ward was up for a Paradigm Symposium 2014, and Barry was up for that. And they were both staying at my house a few days before the symposium started. And it's Timmy Dennis from
Buddy,
Darkness Radio. Tim,
I just have one thing to say, brother, and then I'll let you guys get back to whatever it is you're doing.
say it.
You can't go to Australia, brother. We already got the emotional meatball in Florida.
True.
Oh, good. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And if you
Good.
go to Australia, then I pretty much have no friends left in the area, so you can't
Good.
go.
Yes.
Well,
I'm glad that's why you came on here and not to contest my hatred for gin.
oh,
It tastes,
Jameson.
it tastes
You're allowed
like
to
sucking
mix.
off a pine tree, Sam. So no, it's I can't
Thank
agree with the gin thing.
Thank
but
you.
Here is, by the way, James McManus, a good old friend of mine from the Renaissance Festival days. And he was my lawyer, too, at one point. My attorney. And he just said, Jameson, you're allowed to mix, but not the good stuff. I
love
agree with you,
I
James.
have a bottle of Jameson upstairs.
Hey, Jameson, have you ever done the mix with it?
Yes, I
Well-
have Jameson and ginger ale. Yeah.
Little Sprite. I use Sprite.
Ooh.
And the story I was telling is that John Ward was here and Barry Fitzgerald. They were staying at my house for the second or the
I'll be
third
back.
Paradigm Symposium we did, and they were both in a couple of days before the show, and we're sitting in my living room. No, my garage. I had or as John Ward would say, your garage.
Garage.
And I was sitting in my garage where I had a Persian rug down and a couple of high back wing chairs, and we'd sit out there and smoke and drink. And Barry introduced me to the Jameson with 7-Up. And John was not a drinker.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, no." And Barry said, come on. He said, come on, you've got to have one, John. And so he pours one for him, a wee one. And he gave me a glass. Barry poured me a glass of Jameson. I swear it was not a snifter. It was a glass,
Yeah.
like a pint glass. And he pours about this much Jameson in it. I'm like, and then the rest was the 7-Up. It was like a half and half in a pint glass.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh my God. And we polished off 2 bottles of Jameson that night. So
That reminds me.
what's that?
Reminds me of making. I used to make screwdrivers for Gussie.
Oh yeah.
Dad,
your grandma.
you know who Gussie is. Everybody else who doesn't.
His grandmother.
Gussie is my mother's mother.
Yes.
I would make her screwdrivers when I was younger. I'd stayed a couple weekends with her here and there.
I could just see you.
And she had those tall, every old grandma
Yep.
the tall crystal cups that she puts out at dinner all the time. So her screwdriver, she'd have me fill one of those crystal cups
Oh my God.
about yay high from the top. And it was a teaspoon of Tang. You stir it, you bring it to grandma. And grandma had 4 or 5
Teaspoon of
those.
Tang in a glass full of vodka.
She
And by the
brought-
way, yes, James McManus, I remember many times hitting you up in your flask of Black Bush at the fest. And
I have that
The
flask.
Jameson Sprite mix, was that during Paradigm?
that started at, it was the Paradigm Symposium
I
where
remember
Barry
that. I
taught me that.
remember how ridiculously drunk you all were at.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I do.
And ridiculously drunk.
Yeah.
And,
I gotta let y'all go because my dinner's coming. I'm eating a late dinner, but I just wanted to say I'm vetoing the Australia move. So veto
Thank
on
you,
it.
Timmy. I had to choke that one out for you, but good to see you, brother.
Good to see you. And remember, Jameson Ginger, you got to try that.
Jameson Ginger. I'll give it a shot.
All right, and then let me know.
I will. Say
All
hello to your lovely wife for me.
Will do. Love you, brother.
Love you too. Right back.
All right. Now, how
See
do
you
I get
later.
out of this thing? A minute. How do I get out?
Here, I'll get ready and you can do the rest.
All right.
See ya. All right. And Straight Up Spooky drinks her bourbon in chocolate pecan pie. Now that sounds like a southern. Oh, there's my old flask from the festival days. That was my flask that I carried on my belt. Leather tool worked. Straight Up Spooky. I drink my bourbon and chocolate pecan pie. I may have you bake me a homemade pecan pie, and booze it up for me. So.
Oh yeah,
that's a very cool. By the way, that flask. I was talking over it while you were lighting it up. The tool work on that is nice. That thing's about 30 years old, and I used to carry that on my belt at the festival. That's whoever made that. And I don't remember who it was.
I
did not have the handcuff
your
on it.
Wiring.
Oh, that's the clip. That's the clip. I clipped it to
No,
it was a lion head with a ring on my belt.
This is not your clip. This is the clip that I spent 2 hours putting on.
Oh, okay. Never mind that.
I tied new leather to it.
Nice.
I had to widen. I had to widen. I didn't tell you about this, but I had to widen the holes.
Oh, yeah, sure.
To fit the leather strap through it because I wanted to put a strong support on it because if I lost it, I'd fucking lose it.
Right. Rapid Dog drinks Orange Tang pretty well every day. Well, all you're missing then with your vitamin C, Rapid Dog, is apparently a glass of vodka. So
don't forget it's the cheapest one you can buy.
Oh, the cheapest vodka you can buy.
The cheapest, biggest bottle. She brought me to the store buying vodka.
Well, that was your grandma, Depression era, you know. Get the cheapest, biggest bottle of
cheap liquor.
Yeah, cheap liquor.
Right now, I'm since we're talking about liquor, I'm drinking a fun festival. I don't know what you drank out at Fest a lot. I sneak in my scotch every now and then, but this has been my festival favorite, which I've been drinking this evening.
What is it?
So it's a shot of Fireball whiskey in a pint of amber ale, woodchuck.
You told me about that. You were drinking those on New Year's or something.
Out at Festival, they call it a Flaming Beaver.
Flaming Beaver.
And my festival mug with
your bollocks
yes
hanging from it. Very nice. Yeah, we also drank Jeremiah weed. Talk about your cheap bourbon. And but the Jeremiah weed.
I don't drink a lot of bourbon either.
I don't drink a lot of bourbon. But the Jeremiah weed, we'd always do the last Sunday of every season. We did the King's, see, I don't even remember the names of these things. So the King's, all of us met backstage. It was the whole royal cast, and we did the King's Cordial. And we'd all talk. It's during the show, so the whole royal cast is missing on the street. And we went back and we toasted with a little cordial cup of Jeremiah weed. And many times we had, and you only got one of those if you had something to say to the group. Well, I want to thank everybody for the wonderful year. And everybody cries. And then you go, give me my weed, and you drink it. And then you got to go, oh, now I got to come up with another one. And I want to thank the Royal Guard for all their help. And I had a great time with the prince this year. We'd go out on the streets at like 9:30 in the morning, lit. So from the cordial
this year, you're coming out with me.
All right.
If I gotta carry you on my back,
I am pretty sure that here, I'll do this way. Oops. Where'd you go? Here. This is the one I'm looking for. Right here. There you are.
All you did was change the fonts.
Yeah, something like that.
How dare
you?
So
now, those of you, I show it off all the time, but all I got to do is get my festival boot to go on over that. And I think it will. It's my, they actually used my right foot and took a mold of it to make the foot for my prosthetic. And so that's my shoe that I wore. So my boots should fit just fine. And it's just what I got to be working on now is my endurance for walking around. And
Oh, don't worry. I'll be there.
and I'll have all my costumes and all of that, and I think a lot of them are at your house. So most of my costumes.
Yeah, most of your complete Ooh, that blue and gold one, you'd fit real nice into that one now that you've lost all the weight.
Yeah, that's the one Rainey made for me from scratch.
You still need it. Oof. I still want that red and black one with the lions and the shields on it.
Yeah, I let Mark Lazarchik take that one.
I know.
That has no context for
has
anybody
it.
listening, but a friend of ours from Fest.
I know exactly who has it.
Does he not have it anymore?
No, he has it.
Oh,
He's still got it. He still wears it out there. He wore it out there this last season.
he retired out, but then he came back the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So, and still wore that one. A friend of mine, I said, look, it was given to me by the Royal Prince, so I'm going to give it to you. And I gave it to him. And
that was a week before I asked you for it. I was so sad.
oh, yeah.
I
You
was
asked
so
me for it, and I said, I gave it to Mark.
Yep.
So that was my princely one, folks. My princely doublet that was passed on to me by, God, do I still have it in here? No, I don't. I got rid of it. But my princely doublet that was given to me by the man who played the royal prince, that was one of his doublets. And then he became the king out there. And he passed his royal doublet on to me. So here, we'll find it again, just for fun. He's talking about this doublet. Now this was
all things that doublet makes it back into my. The reason I love that doublet so much, and I've told this to you, Dad, but I'm gonna share it with everyone else. The reason I have such an obsession with it is because that doublet is the only doublet that I truly remember. I have memories of being out at Fest with him, and he was always in that doublet. I was there before that, but I don't have a lot of memories of the other things.
Sure.
That doublet rings so true in my memory to
Well,
be out at Fest with you.
That was probably I had many, many different outfits out there, and that was probably my favorite one. Here, let me see if I can grab this.
I've also got, since we're on the festival subject, I know that you know that I have this, unless you've forgotten. As I drunkenly drop my phone on the floor.
Drunkenly drop your phone. Field guy, how you doing over there? Oh yeah, that's
just sitting there.
That's the garter that goes on my belt or on my boots, and you wrap a garter around one of the boots, and it says "in service to His Royal Highness." I think it says. That was given to me by the guy who played the Royal Prince out there. Back in 2000, 2001, something like that.
I wear that out. John Bear, who plays the king out there now, who was once the prince and good friends with Dad. The first time that I wore it out, I mentioned it to him. I said to him, I'm wearing this and I'm wearing it, to continue to honor my dad's role out here. And he said, wear it proudly.
Yeah. And I actually had it in this picture, but you just can't see it because it's around my boot. I had the big over-the-knee leather boots with all the tooling on the top and all that. But that was me, and I showed it the other night. That was me at the festival back in the year of that picture, that was the year I met Rainey. That was 2000, or that we started dating, 2005.
That's one of
When
the
that picture,
that's
that's
one
20
of the
years
best-
ago.
That's one of the best pictures of you in the doublet, and that's also the picture where you're scratching your nuts.
Well, it was actually a magic show that was going on.
Uh-huh.
And that show, you see the hand going off the right? That's Nostradamus. So a good friend of ours, Tom, who passed away a couple of years ago. And but he had this foam red ball tucked into his hand, the sleight of hand magician thing. And he would quick reach down and he'd kind of hit my nut sack, and I go, ow! And he goes, thump, and like it just came out of my cod piece. And this big old red ball. And you got two of those, so I've got one now. And so it was interesting.
I still to this day wear those tights and know how itchy they are.
They can be. And of course, it has a functional cod piece on it, which meant it was tights with a slit in the front for all your junk to come out. And it goes into the pouch, the black pouch with 2 gold buttons with lions on it and leather ties. And so your junk is always hanging out front in a sack. So
had to restitch that. The cod piece.
Yep. The cod piece.
We had to restitch the cod piece on, but it's in good condition for being 20-ish years old. Those tights are in wonderful condition, and I still
Rainey made
wear
those
them out.
tights for me. God, she made those tights for me, and did I get those black ones from her? Because we just started dating that season, and I had them before that. She might have made them the year before. So I thought she made those for me, and I might be mistaken. So, but yeah, that was the
I also
outfit.
have your green tights with the functional cod piece.
I got green ones too that came from Rainey as well.
Those ones are very thick though. They're hard to wear.
Yes.
They're about twice as thick as the black ones are. So
That's true.
They're very hard to wear out in 80, 90 to possibly 100-degree weather.
Yes.
We made it through part of that day though, the day out at Ren in the Glen.
Yes.
That wasn't Minnesota, but man, that was
was it hot?
It was 103 degrees.
Holy crap, was it hot that day?
85% humidity, not a cloud in the sky, and I swear to God that not even the smallest inkling of wind in the sky.
It was blistering that day, and we're in those heavy costumes. And it was like, oh boy, this has got to come off.
Yeah. we
was nuts.
made it to what? I think about 1 o'clock. We got there at about 10, and we made it to about 1 o'clock before we were finally all exhausted.
Yes.
It was a hard day, but it was a good day. I had a fun, at least I did.
It was a great day. They were all good days. And so, any day at Fest is a good day. Yeah. And you're talking about, I'm looking to see if I've got a picture that shows that garter.
I know there's a couple, even if you looked at my Facebook, I know I've got a couple pictures where it's hanging. I don't know. 2023 was the first year I went out there. I went out there in your green doublet, wearing your boots, wearing the garter. I know there's a couple good pictures of that.
And that green I dyed black. So
it's not even black. It's just dark. It's dark green.
Such a dark green because I dyed it black along with the ribbon and everything. But yeah, and so
I have it.
This was I got to show this to you folks.
Away from me right now. I can tell you, it's dark forest green.
There you go.
And it's
this was
our
pastime at the fest, right here. This is what we did in our spare time. I thought they had the garter, but there you go. That's what I did in my extra time at the festival. We went wenching and wooing women, and
I know
That
you've
is,
got better pictures of those scenes with her.
I got a bunch of them. But that's Amanda, a good friend of mine. And so we did a little Taming of the Shrew, bastardized Taming of the Shrew bit on the street at Street Theater that year. And this is when now she has, can you see it in this picture? She's carrying wine. Yes, she's got the switch in her hand. You see that? Her lower
Okay.
hand has the riding crop, and she would thwack me on the ass with that while I heaved her over my shoulder and I'm carrying her off, and she cracked me with that whip, and I'm like, ah! And it's like, damn it, woman! And she left. I still have welts on my ass from her. So those were the days. Anyway, remove. There we go. Field guy, what do you got to say? I'm doing all the talking. Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, I'm just listening to y'all, really.
Yeah.
But I did hear where you say 85% humidity, 103 degrees.
Oh my God.
That's
That's
almost
your
the weather.
normal
Well, we don't hit
weather
100 down here, but 85% humidity down here means you're like people. Well, you've been down here, Scotty. People don't
I
realize in the South, and
Yep.
they want to know what humidity feels like. It's like put on your clothes, take a shower.
There it is.
That's how you
and
feel.
then go walk
You
around
sweat.
outside for a while.
Oh, and
Yes.
that green doublet of yours weighs what? Easily 15 pounds.
Easily, well, 10 pounds maybe. It's heavy leather and it's got a liner in it. And
You
yeah.
can't take the arms off.
What's that?
You can't take the arms off.
No, you can't.
That the one of Dave's that you were wearing that day, you can take the arms off of that one.
Oh, I just happed upon this shot. This was Amanda and I doing the Taming of the Shrew bit on the street. Here you go. This is after she knocked me on my ass.
I think I know which picture this is.
This one right here. Boom.
Yep.
I'm trying to, there, you see the garter there around my boot, too.
Which I have.
And there she is with that riding crop. And so, yep. And so crowds would gather around us, watch us do our bit, you know. And that was a hell of a lot of fun. Even though I ended up with lots of welts. Lots of welts on my person.
You enjoyed them.
Oh, yeah. That's because Amanda was giving them. So, let's see. This was the test run when we were doing, this was the Mall of America. The first time I had worn this costume, and out in public when we were doing the bit, and this is Amanda at that time. This is the last one I'll show, I promise. We'll go image file and that one. Hello, there it is. So there's Amanda, there's me. We worked up this, and you can see, by the way, that leather doublet, it was leather, the red and the black, and it had, John Bear told me he made that with a real silver thread. So it was the embroidered lions and the fleur-de-lis all over the back. That was all like this one. You can see them all the fleur-de-lis and the royal symbols, and that was all and the crown silver thread that he used to make that. So it was pretty, when you think about it, a pretty expensive doublet.
You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, it's been a while. I'm gonna message Jim Coney. I'm gonna message him again about that doublet and ask him when he's ready to give
Do it.
Because I swear it's hard to explain because
It is.
it's a sentimental thing that I don't even fully understand. It's just that that was the doublet that I remember the most being out there.
Yeah.
As a kid. And
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I sort of hate it because, you know, now I'm here and I've brokered my way into my own
Yes.
group out there. I'm now with the Minnesota Musketeers. I've actually joined on as their newest D'Artagnan role.
Yep. Which is
Um,
very cool.
Unfortunately, due to some medical and some personal stuff, the main patron, and he's a patron because he is not cast out there. Our group is all patrons.
Yes.
He hasn't been out there the last few years. So hopefully this year will be the first real year that I get to experience being out there with the full group. Originally, I was
That'd be
told there
cool.
was like 30 guys. 30 guys and
Yes.
gals that all were a part of this group. And over the past couple of years, because the main guy who runs it hasn't been out there, it's been very slow for them.
Now, by the way, this is that one other costume. This is not the Royal Prince that I hung out with. He was the new Royal Prince that replaced him when he became the king.
Nope,
But
that's-
this is the doublet that Rainey made for me. And I wore the same black tights and the big black boots
I've
and
got
swords
that.
and all that. So Sam's got that one now. And I had the big pheasant feathers sticking out of it. And of course, I'm dropped to the knee because it's the prince. And, you have to do obeisance for the audience. And so it was a lot of fun. But that was one of the other costumes I had out there. So anyway, there you go.
I still think if this year, if we get a chance to go out, I would like to go out. I think you should wear Dave's High Sheriff outfit.
The black and gold.
Yes, the same one you wore to Ren and
Yep.
the Gold.
I would wear that out. That's so big on me now, and which is fine.
That or your blue
But-
one. Your blue one would look amazing on you as
Blue
well.
one would look good, and so I'd have to get the right hat for that again. But
Yeah. I've got a couple of Daves. I've got a couple of
that's true. You do. So anyway, sorry, folks. No sorry. That's a little memory lane stuff with my son and I and the festival. And so thanks for letting me.
We'll have to do a full day, a full festival show. One of these.
Yes. Don't I have a photo of, and where the heck did I put that? When we were all out there as a group with my little girl when she was 9, wearing Rainey's red
that'll
Portuguese
be
dress, playing a pirate.
that'll be
And
in the
she's not
20
doesn't fit the dress like Rainey did, but we hitched it all up and stuff.
that'll be the I believe 2024 Renfest visit when I took Flynn, his girlfriend, Rowan.
What was
Yeah,
that?
it was supposed to
Ren in the
be an
Glen.
outtake. No, that was Minnesota. That would have
Okay,
been Minnesota.
all right.
Because when Ellery wore the red dress out to Ren in the Glen last year, and when I say last year, I mean 2024 because we're still in January. So
Ren in the Glen. I've got something. Oh, here it is. Here's that picture on that very hot day. Let's
that's
see.
still if you go
There it
to
is.
my page, if you go to my my Facebook page, that's still my picture, my cover photo or whatever they call it now.
So there is, if you look at the people in this picture, on the far right is my son Flynn. He was 14, I think, in that picture.
He was wearing a doublet that we got from Dave's stuff.
That's right. And then there's me and Dave's old sheriff doublet. And Dave was a little bigger than me, so that thing, it was a little big on me, and it still is now. How do you take something like that in? It's been it was so meticulously hand tailored by Dave. That black with the gold coming down the front. And then there's Sam.
You've described that doublet as walking around today in a $2,000 Armani.
It's like wearing a $2,000 suit today. The tailoring that Dave put in, even on the inside, it's got a red liner he put in it. But he's embroidered all of that as well, and that's stuff you don't even see until you take it off. So the detailing was meticulous.
Beautiful work.
And then that's Sam to my left, and my daughter Ellery in Rainey's old courtesan dress. And of course, she's 9 in this picture, so she doesn't fill it out the way the 25-year-old Rainey filled it out. And that's Octavia on the far left.
And then we're standing with the Minnesota Witcher.
The
Wonderful
Witchers,
guy.
yep.
Wonderful guy. I've talked with him and hung out with him many times out at Minnesota, a few times out at Ren and the Glen. He's a wonderful guy. And he's cool as he plays Geralt of Rivia
right
out at Minnesota. It's cool that he takes that mark because you can see from the photo he is tall.
He's a huge man.
He's a huge guy, and he plays the role very, very well. He's got
he does
many, many different. I love all the outfits that he's got. He's literally got a rainbow of colors that he wears out of different armors and sets that he wears. He's very committed, and he's really cool guy.
Yes. And by the way, Ellery in the front there in the red with the white sleeves, she wanted to be a pirate. So we've got the baldric, the black leather baldric over her shoulder, and there's a sword in it. You can barely see it at her elbow. She got one of those little court swords, short sword, and that we also got from Uncle Dave. So
there was many things we got from Uncle Dave, and I've got a lot of them set up here in my own little way. I'm honored to wear anything of his out.
Yes,
anytime that I do.
And I've got the big the black watch coat. Do you still have that with the red lapels?
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, there you go, folks. Done with memory lane for tonight, and we're almost done with the show. I haven't been paying close attention to the chat room. Every now and then, I pick something up here, and thanks, Rapid Dog. Looks like a movie star. Let's see. That's what he said. Oh yeah, I saw most of these. So we were talking about alcohol before that. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to get out of here for the night. Not that I don't have other things to talk about. I could talk all night, but we're not gonna. I appreciate when we get down to about 10 people in the chat. That's when I normally say, okay, let's start to wrap her up. So, Field Guy, you didn't say a whole lot. You got anything to say before I let you go?
I was just letting y'all talk because last night I couldn't call. I couldn't call in last night, but
yeah, it wasn't working for you. Yeah,
we're gonna.
Sometimes it doesn't.
One of these nights, we're gonna do a full night where I'll sit with Dad on the radio. We'll have a few drinks. We'll do whatever we decide the subject is gonna be until it becomes something else because we
Honestly, those were the best streams. Those were the best streams when y'all were drinking and smoking. I'm telling you. You had a lot of viewers then.
Oh, he wants us to smoke. Oh, okay. Noted.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Well, I'm not telling anybody to do anything, but that's only if.
No, your words.
There you go.
Words are marked.
Wait, I should show you the picture. Scotty's seen this picture already. It's Scotty Claus. Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Scotty Claus.
That's a real card. That's not
card.
me. That's somebody. That's somebody's baseball card. Who is that again?
Where can I get that?
Tops about 20 years ago made a Santa Claus throughout the years baseball, and this was the first edition.
So
there's several people playing. This is
Scotty. This is you. Kind of does
That's-
look like me, doesn't it?
That's funny.
See?
That's very funny.
And on the back, it says, well, you can't read it. I'll read it real fast. It says Santa had a truly outstanding break year because it's Santa playing baseball, but it says something about him hurting his knee and he went on a DL and he ballooned up in his time of recovery because he went on a DL for like 8 weeks. But yeah, I still have this card. It's number 1 in the set of like 20 or 25. It's a whole
Cool.
Santa Claus set.
That's
I got that
hilarious.
years ago. Yeah, I got that years
Very
ago, and I
cool.
said, that is Scotty. I mean, so
And it
Top owes
does.
you
It looks
money,
like
Scotty.
me. I thought he had done something, photoshopped a picture of me or something.
Oh, that's
No, you. No,
that's
look it up
that's
on
a
eBay. It's,
reincarnation.
yeah, it's on eBay. I think it's like 2001, maybe.
A Mickey Mental
Worth about
rookie
20.
card. Interesting.
Yeah, they did years throughout the 51, 6 different years of Tops, and that was the first. That was the Mickey Mantle one.
That's pretty cool.
But that whole set, I have Santa Claus autograph. The whole set's I think worth like $30, but it's like 20 or 25 Santa Claus cards from out the years. So
Funny.
Nice. Well,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to see if I can get me one of those. So it's kind of
it's only
fun.
like $5 or $6 on eBay. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll see if I
I'll
can
find
get
one.
one for Christmas next year.
There you go.
Merry Christmas, Santa Claus. We all
There
know.
you go. Ho ho ho.
exactly.
All right, Field Guy. Thanks for being here, brother. Good to see you again.
Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate
brother.
y'all. Y'all have a good night.
And you too. All right, it's you and me, son. We should take this show out and put it out to pasture, folks.
Well, I'll maybe see you on Tuesday. So no promise.
All right.
But maybe Tuesday.
He's got to go do his legal stuff with it. So Wednesday will probably be the day.
Okay.
I'll see how quick I can get him lined up.
Sounds
And
good.
he might even bring it out here. I don't know. We're talking about
We'll
my new
talk.
pickup truck, folks. My new used pickup truck. I did get one for those of you who knew I was looking for one. And Sam, did I send you the photos? Okay, good. So that's it. And so I won't have a car or a transportation until next Tuesday or Wednesday.
I was saying maybe sometime this next week we'll do a show together. I'll come over.
That sounds good.
I'll just plan on crashing on your couch because I won't
All
be
right.
able to drive.
Make it like Friday night then or something.
Sounds good.
Oh. All right, Sam. I love you, son.
I love you too, Dad.
I'm going to get rid of you now because I'm going to say my goodbyes.
Peace.
Say your goodbyes. All right. See you, son. I love you. All right, guys. There it is. It's just us now. Let's get out of here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for the Captain's Log, which is the important part of the messaging I like to get across with this show. And we just started up the Captain's Cabin again this week. So I appreciate the fact that you all come in here. And that means a lot to me. All those of you who have been here before and now you're back again means a lot to me. Thanks for your support. If you want to support this show, go over to my Patreon page. And I think it's under Scotty Roberts. Could be under Intrepid Radio. I don't know which it is. And you can sign up over there and you can donate to this show. You can also go buy my book that we've been touting. And I keep saying we're going to do a nice big launch on this, even though it's been out for a little over a month now, 6 weeks. And this is the hardcover version. And so pick that up. You can find it on Amazon or go to, here, I'll put the link in for all of you. It's just buy the first 12 days.com. This is a site Rocky Stucci put up for me. So you should just go to that site just to take a look at what Rocky Stucci did for me. So buythefirst12days.com. It's the promotional site for the book. I'd love it if you'd pick that up. And that's all I've got to say about that. So Roger says, good night, everyone. Thanks for the cool company tonight. There you go. He left us hanging at first. I love you too, Michelle. Thank you for being here. And keep on keeping on. And I will just say, for the record, stay the course. See you next time.